Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome back to the Nation Network as the Red, White, and Bruised cruise continues along the United States. And tonight, it's another tremendous night of action, House of Honor style.
Indeed, our main event is going to be one that we will all be looking forward to. It is a return match, non-title tonight, but a lot of ramifications. Chris Candido going up against Rock Ripley. These guys have been battling it out, and right now, everybody wants the champ.
Not only that, but we have a very unique match coming up as Ginger Queen and Hamura Shinzo, the reigning tag team champions, will be in a non-title match against the unlikely teaming of Ika Tanji and Whitney White.
Well, Ika Tanji and Whitney White have had the battle for the belt, and we recently saw what happened. Ika Tanji got a win, but she used the ropes to gain an advantage. We now know that they are going to be facing off on the two-night spectacular, and that is going to be something to see. How can they get along as a tag team tonight?
It'll be interesting indeed. Not only that, but we're also going to see Chad Maverick in action going up against King Koa.
We haven't seen King Koa in a little bit, but I'll tell you what, he's a big bad man, and I got a funny feeling Chad Maverick's going to be in for a hell of a ride.
Brian Clark is in the house. He'll be taking on Rip Rafferty, and when we come back in just a moment, the former television champion, Johnny Dalton, continues his feud with the Rave Kid. Stick around, all that and plenty more still to come.
What am I supposed to do about this, Michael? Look, Trevor, I wasn't trying to do anything to you, okay? I had to protect my interests. I had to protect my family. I was your family. Maybe that was all a bunch of bullshit, huh? Maybe that never really meant anything to you. I'm maybe going off the deep end here, but I really felt like there was something between you and me. Look, Trevor, you've always been a great friend. But when things went bad, they went bad. And you and I both know that there's always an inherent risk of something like that happening in the business that we were keeping. We were keeping. I don't know. I look around here, and it seems like you've been keeping your own business. Why is it, Michael, when I turn on my TV, I see you running a professional wrestling organization? Really? Come on, Michael. Listen, Trevor, you and I, we both have done things that we're not necessarily proud of in the past, okay? This gives me an opportunity to keep on making some money, to keep everything on the DL, and keep it legit. Really? Really? Well, if it's such a great fucking job, maybe I should look into it. You want to come work with me? I've got no problem with that. Work with you? Why the fuck would I want to work with you? After what you just did to me. 10 fucking years! Trevor, I tried to explain to you why that happened the way it did. Well, maybe you should try again. Because I still can't believe my fucking ears. We were friends. We were really good friends, but sometimes the best of friends make even better enemies. When this is all said and done, you're gonna wish I never found out that you're still fucking alive. Trevor, come on, man. We got history. We've got history. I'm gonna make history. You're gonna be history.
How'd that make you feel? Giving a child his freedom.
Felt good.
You have been at this for 12 years.
My country 'tis of thee.
Why are you doing it?
Sweet land of liberty.
Those children are not for sale. It is the fastest growing international crime network that the world has ever seen.
We're Homeland Security. You know we can't go off rescuing Honduran kids in Colombia.
This job tears you to pieces. And this is my one chance to put those pieces back together.
And yet somehow you have failed to bring me one real-world lead.
It's over, Tim. Close up and come back home.
So you quit your job and you go and rescue those kids.
South of that river is all rebel territory. No one goes in.
What if this was your daughter?
So, she's gone.
Hear that? That's the sound of freedom.
There are moments when time stands still, when history unfolds, when we are bound by the magnificence of one singular event. In 2019, AEW rose, and a new vision for the future of professional wrestling revolutionized the sport. AEW is for the bold. AEW is for the fearless. AEW is for those who know that deep inside, they are elite. Now, it's time for you to create your unforgettable moments, where your legend is born, and your memories will live forever. Are you willing to risk everything to become a champion? This is your time to become elite. Are you daring enough to fight forever?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 217 pounds.
All right, we are ready to kick this thing off. Riff Rafferty heading down the aisle. Going to be going up against a man who has definitely been around the business for a while, Brian Clark.
Well, Brian Clark has done it all in professional wrestling. He really has. One of the big names in both the WWF and the WCW, and now calling UPW his home. He's a free agent, goes where he wants, when he wants. Tonight, he's here at House of Honor, going up against one of our own, Riff Rafferty.
Promises to be a very exciting night of professional wrestling as we are on the cusp, as we are just about done with the Red, White, and Bruised. And what a month it has been, ladies and gentlemen. All roads lead to Sunday and Monday, the two-night major hitting event that will define, I believe, the Nation Network.
And his opponent from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 291 pounds, Brian Clark.
Brian Clark with a level of confidence that you don't see in a lot of people, but he just has it coming right from his eyes. Doesn't matter who he gets in the ring with, too.
No, indeed. He is absolutely ready to go to battle every time he steps through the ropes, and whoever his opponent's going to be on any given night better know that.
Got no idea, no doubt in my mind, rather, that Rip Rafferty is ready for the challenge that awaits, but you can't really get ready for Brian Clark. You got to experience it.
Want to send a shout out to those of you watching us live on the Nation Network. We've got Andrew Roberts in the house along with Kevin Davis. Big JH joining us, and DHW, welcome aboard. Wasting no time at all, dropping him throat first across that top rope. And Rafferty able to kick back out.
Clark is definitely going to have the size and strength advantage, but Rip Rafferty, he is a street urchin. He will get down and dirty with the best of them.
Well, not only that, but he's got some of that attire that he wears in there. I mean, look at those wristbands, for example. I'm sure if he used those in a calculated way, he could definitely gain an advantage.
Then we definitely don't want to put it past him because he'll do it.
Series of chops and punches, and down goes Brian Clark. And now Rafferty on top, hammering away with the left hands. Going for the cover now, early in the match.
Brian Clark kicks out pretty easily on a count of one, but Rafferty just trying to prove to him that he can do it.
Oh, now Rafferty going right to the eyes, deep into the socket, raking the eyes.
See, I don't care how big or how tough or how strong you are. Somebody blinds you, and all of a sudden, you're not much.
Rafferty going after the legs. Brian Clark kicks him off as they now spill the action out here to the concrete floor. Neck breaker by Rafferty. Collar and elbow tie-up didn't go very far that time. Another neck breaker, this time delivered by Clark.
A lot of impact on that one right here on the concrete floor. Zero forgiveness.
Oh, boot to the head. And now Rafferty starting to take over this one. Are you at all surprised to see how well Rip Rafferty is doing here against a seasoned veteran like Brian Clark?
Well, no, not really. I mean, Brian Clark is indeed a seasoned veteran, but Rip Rafferty, he's been paying his dues here for many months. He's been getting better each and every time out the door. He's won some big matches already, so why not one more?
Rafferty hammering away, this time going with the right hand.
Who knew he was ambidextrous?
And now has him with that reverse version of the Boston Crab. Ankle sweep, down he goes. They tie up again in the middle of the ring. And there's the size strength advantage we talked about earlier coming into play. Caught him! Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, and that one really got the attention of Rafferty. Going for the pump handle, this could be it. They are exchanging blows right now in the middle of the ring. Irish whip back out front, and Rafferty says, I don't think so.
Well, I think Rip Rafferty's had enough.
Well, he might have, but Brian Clark doesn't seem to be satisfied. Oh, he caught him. Rafferty baited him in and makes him pay.
Well, the veteran got outvetted that time.
Clark coming right back, though, and that appears to have really gotten under the skin of Brian Clark. Didn't seem to appreciate that one at all.
Yeah, maybe not, but at the same point in time, Brian's got to respect that. This guy's learning the ropes very quickly, and maybe not happy about him being learned at his expense.
Clark thrown into the guardrail, and Rafferty back into the ring. Once again, Rafferty goes outside the ring.
Well, the fight takes place on the floor almost as much in the match, or as much in the ring in this match. And Rafferty's doing pretty well for himself there ringside.
He is taking advantage of that concrete surface, attacking not only the knees, but the neck of Brian Clark. Referee doing his best to keep the action inside the squared circle, and now we've got both participants back where they belong. There are the boots. Clark just got stunned, ran right into him.
Those are not wrestling boots either. Take a close look at those things. Those are biker boots.
Drops him with a DDT. That might be enough for the win. Hooks the leg. Clark is in trouble. He is out.
How about that? How about that?
Rip Rafferty scores a major win here tonight on House of Honor.
Here is your winner.
This is what the Red, White, and Bruised Tour has been all about. Who's going to show up? Who's going to step up? Tonight it was Rip Rafferty. Great job.
Going to be that kind of night, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around. More to still come. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back for more action. Here comes the former television champion, Johnny Dalton.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 217 pounds, Hot Rod Johnny Dalton.
Hot Rod Johnny Dalton heading down towards the ring, and of course, as always, led by his main squeeze.
Baby Cake's looking really good here tonight, but she always does.
If I were you, I'd keep my eyes where they need to be. You've already got enough trouble to deal with, don't you? I saw that session that I set you up with. It might have done you a little bit of good, though, no?
Well, I'll be the first one to admit there's a lot you can learn from a man like Jesse the Body Ventura, and he's definitely showing me a few things to prepare.
I don't know that Dewey is training half the way you are right now, but you got a really good shot against him, but I'm looking forward to seeing how that turns out.
Yeah, I've got a funny feeling you're looking more forward to working with Jesse Ventura in the booth instead of me.
And his opponent from San Diego, California, weighing in at 199 pounds.
As the Rave Kid heads towards the ring. Once again, welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network tonight. We've got the real deal, smooth realism. Corey Andrews here along with William Weir.
Keith O'Toole joining us as well. It is going to be something else here tonight, gentlemen.
If you haven't already, make sure you click that like button down below. The Rave Kid in the middle of the ring, ready to bring the fight.
Well, the Rave Kid was within moments of getting a title match for that TV title, and then out of nowhere, the Blue Meanie walks away with it. Now the Rave Kid tried to get a date with Destiny from that end.
Bell sounds, action underway, and they meet in the middle of it. Look at this, Rave Kid wasting no time at all. German suplex. Hello.
Hot Rod Johnny Dalton, man, he is getting beat up like he owes him money.
Rave Kid to the top rope, and look how quickly he gets there, too. Oh, the somersault!
He was a bowling ball. Hot Rod was the pin.
Baby Cake's on the far side watching on, and she is absolutely not enjoying what she is seeing right now. Her man, could it be that he is starting to regress?
Well, you know, Johnny was going through a lot of losing. Nice move.
Over the top rope with that senton squash, if you want to call it. Rake in the eyes, and he busted him open. Hot Rod Johnny Dalton is bleeding, and right now the Rave Kid's sending a hell of a message.
If he was able to beat Johnny Dalton, this is the longest reigning television champion in UBW history. Be a hell of a feather in his cap, but we were saying earlier, Johnny Dalton was on a bit of a losing streak until Baby Cakes came along and changed all that. But now, after this big loss to the Blue Meanie, you almost have to wonder, will that rattle his confidence? And right here tonight, he doesn't look like he has that confidence.
He does not, and that blood streaming down his face right now is probably not going to help things at all. Rave Kid caught him with the slingshot off the middle rope, got a 2 count.
Man, he is a bloody mess. Look at this guy.
Follows him into the corner with a big drop kick to that face, and that blood is really flowing right now. Referee should be checking him out, making sure it's not debilitating his view.
Yeah, if the vision is gone, then you got to stop the match. You can't have a guy going out there fighting blind.
And now Rave Kid, nice step over, comes up on the back. Belly to back suplex, nicely done. Hot Rod Johnny Dalton is in a lot of trouble. The wipeout, hooks the legs, and he's going to get the win. The Rave Kid. Can you believe tonight?
We are seeing some big wins. We are seeing some people step up big. And again, that's what it's all about.
The Rave Kid with a most impressive win over the former television champion, and that's not going to help Johnny Dalton in any way.
Baby Cakes doesn't look happy ringside, that's for damn sure.
We'll be back, fans. Stay with us. All right, fans, we are back and ready. What is this?
Who is this?
Well, I've got a feeling we're about to get a lot more acquainted with this individual in a moment.
If I may have your kind indulgence for just a moment, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Trevor Phillips. Now, I know that might not mean much to you right now, but trust me, it will. You see, 10 minutes ago, I watched the ink dry on the contract in the back that I just signed that says that I am the new owner of the House of Honor Wrestling. So understand something. That means House of Honor is now being led by a man with an ego the size of Vermont. See, I am not going to take a backseat to anybody. I don't care if someone else builds an empire. Every empire I've ever learned about has had one thing in common. They fall. We're going to take things to another level here. And I hope you all enjoy the ride. House of Honor is going to be the premier wrestling organization. I promise you that.
Is that your girlfriend? Yes. Oh, that's nice. Okay, drop the attitude. Where did you meet your girlfriend? I'm trying to meet somebody. Tinder, okay. Can we leave the judgment at the door? Really? How long ago was that? 4 years ago. 4 years ago? Oh, shit. I don't think you're using that app correctly. Yeah, that's not... You're supposed to say 4 hours.
All right, we are back, and what news was this?
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Kona, Hawaii, weighing in at 309 pounds.
As King Koa makes his way to the ring, Trevor Phillips, the new owner of the House of Honor. What do we know about Trevor Phillips?
I don't know a damn thing about Trevor Phillips, but I think we're going to find out.
Well, he definitely seemed to have some animosity towards Empire Wrestling.
Well, look, it's no big secret that these two promotions consider it healthy competition, but they want to outdo each other. It's been that way for a while, and perhaps Trevor's just a competitive guy who saw an opening.
And his opponent from Boulder, Texas, weighing in at 237 pounds, the heavyweight champion.
As we take a look at the House of Honor heavyweight champion, Chad Maverick, along with his sidekick, his girlfriend indeed, Amber Lynn, making their way down to the ring. Later on tonight, we're going to see the number 1 and 2 contenders going head-to-head. Winner gets the title shot next.
Well, Amber Lynn looking really, really good, and I understand she's even been training a little bit that she might get in the ring.
Bell sounds, and we are underway. Chad Maverick, normally the biggest guy in the battle, but not tonight.
No, not tonight, but also not by much. I mean, we're built differently here. We're looking at Chad, who's got the height advantage, the reach advantage. He's a strong, tough Texan, I'll tell you that right now.
King Koa with that jawbreaker to get him out of trouble. A little bit surprised not to see Mighty Mouth Mike McElroy here down with King Koa. He's the one that brought him out here. Irish whip, caught him back. Look at this, nice move by Koa with a boot to the midsection. And a shot to the head. You know, we talk about tonight's main event, but let's not look past this match, because if King Koa gets the win, that could change everything.
Well, it is a two-night event after all. Maybe he'll defend the title twice if he were to lose here tonight.
There's that Texas clothesline. Maverick makes it very clear that he has learned by watching the biggest and the best from the state of Texas, and that gives you plenty to choose from. Shoulder block off the apron, and Koa landing hard on the concrete floor. I don't care who you are. You don't shake that off easily.
The average person doesn't, but King Koa just did. Or at least he made it look like it, and that's half the battle right there.
Targeting the leg of the champion, and King Koa seems to have his own game plan here tonight. As that 300 pounds walking across the midsection. Maverick gets out on a count of one.
Amber Lynn right now not too happy about the way things are going for her man.
Nice block right there by Maverick to buy himself a few moments to get back in the ring, but Koa's right there waiting on him. Oh, there's some damage done. Has him up in the air again. The Samoan splash, and that's it.
Samoa driver got him, and here's one, there's two, and he got the, oh man.
I thought he was gonna get the big win right there.
Well, it has been a night where the people I would think are gonna win haven't necessarily won. And this really is a pick'em match anyway.
Went for the DDT, back body, dropped by King Koa. Runs into the referee.
It's the referee's job to know where he's at in the ring. Get the hell out of the way.
Koa from the top rope. The champion slow to his feet. Got caught with that big chop.
Right down across on top of the head. Samoan drop for the win.
Hook in the leg. He got two. He got him. King Koa has just pinned the House of Honor Heavyweight Champion in a non-title match.
Well, that's going to shake things up a little bit. I don't think a lot of people thought King Koa was going to get a victory here tonight.
Here is your winner.
Clearly, that's got to put him in title contention as well. We will be finding out what that all means very soon. We are only 48 hours away and counting. Ladies and gentlemen, the Red, White, and Bruised tour continues in a moment.
Ow! Here come the questions. Let me sit down.
Did you eat my toilet paper?
I don't know if I ate that one.
Were you supposed to eat my toilet paper?
But I don't know if I ate that one in your hand right there. I remember eating one, but not that one.
Yeah, you ate the toilet paper again, didn't you?
I don't know if it was that one.
Yes?
I don't know. I'm not finna admit to it.
Did you eat the toilet paper?
I ate one. I don't know if it was that one. I don't know if it was that one. Why you waving it?
You bad boy.
What? I don't know if it was that one.
You bad boy.
Whatever. Just punish me now.
Hey, UPW fans, want to put your own universe together? Now available on Community Creation, up to 11 different UPW superstars. You can grab and add to your own collection. Fill your roster with Northern Lightning, Dewey Jobs, Major Lee Powers, Ginger Queen, Sir Oliver Buckingham, and special bonus, Jordan Gemini. Right now on Community Creations, just search for hashtag OneNation, the number one, and the word nation. Build your Ultra Pro Wrestling universe today.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Greenwich, Connecticut.
As Whitney White heads down the aisle.
Former Women's Liberty Champion here, part of the Gypsy Queen division. And tonight, as her tag team partner, as of late, her arch enemy, you could say.
I don't know if they would necessarily be enemies, but whatever mutual respect they may have earned throughout the battles they've had over the last several weeks is going to be tested right here tonight in a tag team match. Chemistry is so important.
It is very important, but at the same time, familiarity goes a long way. And these two ladies, they know each other now.
As we take a look at Ika Tanji, the reigning Women's Liberty Champion. There is a big difference between being a singles champion and being a tag team champion, however.
Oh, there definitely is. There's a camaraderie that has to exist.
The Women's National Champion.
When you look at the greatest tag teams of all time, I don't care if you want to talk about the women's division, the men's division, makes no difference. These are people that generally travel the roads together. They ate together, shared hotel rooms.
Well, Ika Tanji, always comfortable in the spotlight, and right now the spotlight is on her. And we're going to see if these two ladies can put their differences aside and manage to pull it out tonight. It's a non-title match.
Well, as we take a look at the Gypsy Queens, I was going to say the Ginger Queens, the Gypsy Queens, longest reigning champions in the UPW period.
Nobody's been able to knock them off that perch. There's been a couple of close calls. We saw Leather and Lace recently come within a whisper of becoming the new tag champions, but just couldn't seal the deal. And while the title's not on the line tonight, it'd be interesting to see if somebody can come up with a strategy for success against the Gypsy Queens. Ginger coming on. Oh, nice kick right there, and Whitney goes out to the floor.
Ginger taking names right now.
Got her in that variation of the abdominal stretch, pulling back on that leg for all it's worth. And Ginger's going to come out of that one with a nice high hip toss. Takes her over now, attacking the arm, and we know why.
Well, if she gets a chance to wrap it on, look at her going to work on it. Ginger has got a method to the madness. She is softening that arm up, and she knows if she can apply that disarmer, match will be over.
And now Whitney once again back to that abdominal. And going to continue to try and stretch her out a little bit. Both of these ladies working on precursory moves that are going to set things up later on down the line if they're able to execute. Going for the cover, got two. Whitney White able to come out the back door just in the nick of time. Collar and elbow, they tap in the middle of the ring, and now look at this, Ika Tanji walking Whitney over to the top rope. Oh, wow.
Well, they definitely have a game plan in mind right there. She used that rope to almost dislocate the arm of Whitney White. But Whitney finally able to tag in the Women's Liberty Champion, and Ika Tanji going to take over now.
Well, here's a return meeting that we haven't seen in a little while. Hamira Shinzo challenged the world champion like nobody has before. These two ladies, no strangers to one another, not at all.
Shinzo came so close to winning that title, that last battle that they had.
Shinzo got caught with an up kick. Amira now comes over and makes a tag, and Ginger will come back into the match. Taken down right away by the champion.
Ginger Queen has never really had a title match against Ica, and you got to think, if she were able to pin her in this match, she would be looking at perhaps that opportunity.
Landed a nice belly-to-belly. Tangi now in trouble. Collar and elbow, they tie up again, and now Ginger going to walk the champion over to her corner. Tag made, double team coming up by the Ginger Queen, or by the, once again, the Gypsy Queens from the top rope. Look out!
Nicely done once again, and now Ica Tangi reeling just a little bit. There's a quick tag made, and now Ginger back in.
Oh, she's going for the disarmer! I don't know if she's done enough damage, but look at this. Whitney White is there to break it up.
Caught the referee in the process.
How much? How much can you tell? Oh, look at this! What's good for the goose, good for the gander.
Tangi now going after the arm of Ginger Queen.
Stomping away. And now, oh, went for the right hand block nicely. Tangi now has her against the ropes, and again pulling on that arm, using the middle rope for added leverage.
Really nice variety of assault tactics here. Going for the cover, way too close though to her opposition. It was very easy for Himura Shinzo to get in there and break that up.
And now the tag made. Shinzo is the legal participant. Ties up once again with Ica. Has her right away. Tangi brings her across the shoulder, drops her throat first on the top rope. Might be enough. There's the octopus.
It's applied, it's cinched in deep, and we have seen people tap out.
Shinzo able to survive the octopus. Whitney White watching on from the corner, and she has felt that hold herself. Tag made. Nice double team. Hey, these ladies looking pretty good for a first time meeting. And now Whitney with a stunner.
She just took Ginger off the apron, and now Shinzo on her own.
Himura Shinzo wrapping that leg and knee around the middle rope. Overhead suplex.
Double armbar version, and I'll tell you what, that puts a lot of torque.
Forearm follow through, almost knocked the head right off of Whitney White. Shinzo allowing Whitney to stay in her own corner, and Whitney, I think, made a critical mistake by not tagging out. Here's a pump handle jam. Hook and a leg, will that be enough? We'll see. There's one, save made by Tangi. Holy cow! Shinzo just came crashing through everybody.
She even caught Ginger a little bit on that one, and Ginger frustrated, I think.
Well, I would say that would be by accident. I don't think there was any intent behind that one. As the X Factor finds its mark, hook at a leg by Whitney White. Tamura kicks out. Ginger was very slow to come in and make the save.
Almost cost her the match. It's an untitled match. You probably take things a little bit easier, but at the same point in time, you don't want anyone to beat you. You don't want anyone to think there's a chink in the armor.
Series of right hands, and there is the octopus stretch deep in her corner. That's where you want to be. Gonna go for it again.
Well, the referee might want to do a little something about getting her the hell out of the ring.
Oh, it's all breaking down right now. Ginger's still in that ring. What in the heck? Nice move. Shinzo comes up with a drop kick, a stunner, and another drop kick.
Walking the tightrope to get it done.
Well, there's a reason they are the tag team champions, the only tag team champions, I might add. Series of shots right now, using those legs with the same effectiveness as she does her hands.
Well, one thing we know about both of the ladies in the ring right now, they have had a variety of different teachings when it comes to different styles of fighting, of combat sports.
Nice move right there, that inverted snowplow. Jamming the back of her neck right into the middle of the canvas, and now Ginger thinks that she's got to put this one away.
Be a major feather in her cap to get one over the champ.
Two, and a shoulder just barely up, but look at the look on the face of Ika Tanji. Gasping for air. Tanji now crawling to her tag team partner and makes the tag.
Ginger and decides rather than chase her down, she'll do the same. Shinzo is now the legal member for the tag champions, going up against Whitney White, and Whitney unloading.
Taking a moment to perhaps celebrate with the fans. But as I've always said in the past, I'll say it again now, you don't celebrate till the match is over. Oh, she's got that cross. Oh, she's going to go for the Kata Hajime. And the save had to be made by Ginger. Otherwise, this match would have been over.
Whitney setting her up again. Now, what she got in mind?
Oh, look at this. Shinzo Codebreaker.
Whitney crawling around, doesn't even know where she is right now. Needs the ropes to get back up.
Drop kick from behind, forcing Whitney White into that turnbuckle. Nowhere to go, no forgiveness, no give. The debutante now back in control, at least for the moment. Can she build on this opportunity? There's the butterfly. Ginger has her up. Nicely done with that suplex. Thinks she might have enough. There's a one. There's two. Just barely escapes that one. And now look at this, Amira! Gonna show her how it's done as she wraps those legs in, it cinches deep. And the tap, she tapped out, it's over.
Once again showing why they are the tag team champions.
Well, I think Whitney White Not too happy about the fact that Ikatanji wasn't in there to make the save. They were looking pretty good for a moment there.
There were definitely some moments to be had.
We wondered how they would get along. And I think they did pretty well, all things considered, but I don't doubt for a moment that Whitney White is going to have a little bit of animosity about the fact that she got pinned here tonight. Fans, we invite you to join us when we go to the movies.
It's time to grab your popcorn and your soda. Get your favorite candy. And get ready because we are going to the movies. We're going to be watching and reviewing some of the most iconic movies featuring superstars of the world of professional wrestling. Will it be thumbs up or thumbs down? We'll give you our thoughts, you give us yours. Come check us out as we review some of the greatest titles in its genre. Make sure you check out the Nation Network as we take you to the movies.
As we get ready to start this one off, wait a minute. Candido and Ripley.
Well, these two guys teaming up tonight, and it's very similar to what we saw moments ago. Not exactly fans of one another.
Oh, look at this. Ripley tags himself in. Says, I got this. Oh! No gimmicks needed. Just shoving Ripley down, and he's walking out on the match.
Well, I got to tell you, things are happening fast and furious around here. Originally, this was supposed to be a one-on-one match. How this all got happened, I have no idea.
Well, I can tell you this much right now. Rock Ripley is not likely getting a victory here tonight. First off, you're going up against Big Bone Malone, who we haven't seen in a few weeks now, with an unlikely pairing of Thunder Rogers, who did very well for himself in the Battle Brawl recently.
He did indeed. As a matter of fact, came very close to getting the luck of the draw bag.
Nice move right there by Thunder Rogers, pinning the arm behind the back of Rock Ripley. Oh, power bomb, and his head caught the bottom rope. That might be it. Just barely kicking out of that one, but you can tell he's been dazed by that maneuver.
Well, he's 2 against 1. He's got no one to tag out to. Candido just walked out on him, and I guarantee you we haven't heard the last of this.
Going for the belly to belly, and Ripley not having anything to do with that. Irish whip to the ropes. Oh, big forearm connecting right with the head. It has been one hell of a night, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new owner here at the House of Honor. Power bomb.
Well, he's doing the right thing, too, because that power bomb, where was it? Opposite corner from his partner. If he's going to have any chance in this match 2 against 1 whatsoever, he's got to separate these two guys. He's got to go for a pinfall as far away as he possibly can.
And now, rock solid, going up to the top rope. Missed the target. And Thunder Rogers makes him pay. Has him up and down. Big Bone Malone just drove him into the mat. Thunder Rogers unloading with a couple of big shots right there. Now butterflies the arms of Ripley and a suplex. Textbook execution on that one.
See Ripley hanging on to the lower back, man. He's feeling it.
Oh, he caught him. Head first on the top turnbuckle. He's got to be done.
He grabbed the ropes and somehow the referee saw it, but man, he's hurt.
Oh, he's got to be seeing stars right now, no doubt. His head, the back of his head, caught that top turnbuckle into that power bomb, and now the tag made to Big Bone Malone.
Only add insult to injury, you got a 2 against 1, and one of those two is Big Bone Malone.
Choke slam! Oh, you're reversed out of it. Nicely done by Rock Ripley. You're going up against an almost 400-pounder. You better pull out all the stops at this point in time. Ripley targeting the arm. Not the worst idea in the world. If you can damage that arm enough, that'll take the choke slam right out of the equation.
Well, if you can hurt him bad enough, it'll take a lot of stuff out of the equation.
There's that pump kick right to the head, and Big Bone Malone down again. Malone came so close to once upon a time being the House of Honor heavyweight champion. Scissor kick caught him, but his foot, or I beg your pardon, his arm under the bottom rope, getting him out of trouble just in the nick of time there. Here's the, oh, he's busted him open too.
I didn't catch that, but you're right. Big Bone Malone, he's got the 2-on-1 advantage, but he's the one suffering the most damage right now.
Well, that's got to be something that motivates Rock Ripley. To think that you're down 2 men to 1 and you've got your guy, the biggest guy on the other side, busted up. Oh, now this is it. Big Bone Malone has him in that triangle trap version of the bear hug, and he is putting the squeeze on him.
Ripley somehow fighting out of that, and I didn't think that was going to happen.
Clothesline, no effect on Big Bone Malone. And he's going to do it again. Choke slam, and that's it.
Thank you for playing.
He kicked out.
How in the hell did he kick out of that one?
I've got no idea where he's getting it from, but Rock Ripley's still in this one. Thunderstruck. And that's all she wrote.
Well, I got to give all the credit in the world to Rock Ripley. He just went 2 against 1 against 2 top performers here in UPW House of Honor. Big Bone Malone, near 400-pound man, and he busted him open and took him down.
But there we see it, Thunderstruck just too much, following the choke slam and all the punishment. Big win for Big Bone Malone and Thunder Rogers. What is that gonna be like Sunday and Monday, ladies and gentlemen? Join us and find out. Until then, from ringside, so long, everyone.